Well, I'm not going to introduce each of them. I'll ask them to do that themselves. But I do want to introduce you to the vice chair of the Main Street Caucus, and that is Congresswoman Laurel Lee, from the state of Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you all for being here today. We are here today because the American people deserve to know the truth about why our government is shut down. The reality is simple. This shutdown was entirely preventable. It's happening because Democrats have refused to work with Republicans on our responsible, common sense funding measure. House Republicans did our work. We passed a straightforward extension of funding to keep the government open while ensuring our troops, our Border Patrol agents, and all essential services are fully supported. But at every turn, Senate Democrats have instead chosen obstruction and delay. They voted again and again to stop temporary funding that would have kept the government open. Again and again, they put partisanship ahead of the needs of the American people. And it's hardworking American families that are paying the price. In my district, we see these impacts firsthand. At MacDill Air Force Base, there are thousands of brave men and women in uniform. Many have young families in our schools and spouses who work on base and in our communities. In addition, some of our very best neighbors work as civilian technicians and managers at MacDill and keep critical services, not just for our community, but for our country, operating. These are the people who will feel the strain of this shutdown and Washington's dysfunction the most. The service members, the civilian workforce who serves alongside them, and the federal workers and their families. They are now left to worry about their bills, about groceries, about paychecks, all because of political games by Senate Democrats. They deserve better than this. They deserve leadership that puts our country ahead of politics. House Republicans have already voted to ensure our service members receive their pay, and we will not allow America's heroes to suffer because of this political brinksmanship. Thanks to President Trump's leadership, the Pentagon identified funding to make sure that our troops are paid this month, even in the face of this needless shutdown. This is not about politics. It is about priorities. Our priority is the American people. We want to secure our border, to strengthen our military, to restore fiscal sanity to Washington, and ensure that every taxpayer dollar is spent wisely. Senate Democrats have made their priorities clear. They're more interested in protecting wasteful spending and expanding benefits for illegal immigrants than they are in protecting our service members and our hardworking American families. That is unacceptable. To the men and women at MacDill Air Force Base and the families across Florida's 15th Congressional District, and to every American feeling the uncertainty of this shutdown, know this: we are fighting for you. We are fighting to reopen government responsibly, to ensure stability for your families, and to get this country back on track. It's time for Democrats to stop the political games, to stop holding our troops and our federal workers hostage to their agenda, and to join us in putting the American people first. Thank you. And now we have our colleague, Representative Lalota.
Good morning, everybody. Fully funding our military.